morning everyone and welcome back to a new run of the Daily Game News here at the New Bite. It is Wednesday, my dudes, and I hope you have a nice day. And let's begin with the news. First bit of news actually is that EA hosts the largest Apex Legends tournament with yet the biggest prize pool yet of $500,000. The whole event will take place in Poland from September 13th to September 15th in Krakow. So who can enter? Well, this is aimed more at seasoned pros rather than the everyday player, but there are 240 people with ED teams of 3, of course, being able to join the tournament. You can apply, of course, and use the preseason invitation event that you can partake in, but yeah, who will actually win there is probably going to be Shroud. I don't know. Definitely one of the biggest tournaments yet so far for Apex Legends, and what's also a lot of money is for people that sing, actually. And Twitch Karaoke's competition is returning for the second year with a record year prize, as they say here, and engaged. You can get $20,000 in prize money, and what's also cool is you can actually get a singles deal with Columbia Records, so at least one song will be published via Columbia. That is, I personally think, one of the greatest things if you're actually seeking out and wanting to start into the music industry. So you can always go back and say, hey, I did this thing, I won this contest, and I made a single with them. But let's talk about money, and especially sales. PlayStation 4 is breaking yet another record, as it is the fastest console to break the 100 million sold units compared to anything else. Granted, it's not the most sold console at all time. That is still PlayStation 2 that sold the most consoles with 159 million. Nonetheless, according to Nico partner analyst Daniel Ahmad, the PS4 is the fastest selling home console to ever hit 100 million units, ahead of both the Wii and PlayStation 2 by 2 months. Moving over to Nintendo, we also have the fiscal report here. And as it ended June 30th, the net sales rose by 2.4% year over year to 172.1 billion yen, which is $1.58 billion in net sales. The profits overall, though, did sink actually in the year over year category by 45.7% to 16.6 billion yen, which is $152.7 million. What's interesting is that Super Mario Maker 2 has actually sold already around 2.42 million units since its launch in June 28th. So that's a little over a month now. And Super Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still the best-selling Nintendo Switch title with over 17.89 million units right now since release. And even in the last quarter alone, it sold 1.2 million units. So it's still going strong. People buy Switches and they buy Mario Kart 8. But for now, we actually go back to EA actually and talk about Need for Speed, because an Austrian retailer has prematurely fired the starting gun on the next installment in EA's racing series, as it says here on IGN by Alicia Judge. And as you can see here, it is listed Need for Speed Heat, rated by Pengy actually, for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, with a release date in 2019 for €67.99, which is actually already €2 off from the actual price of €69.99. There was already the confirmation, of course, for a Need for Speed game that would be launching this fall, but it was not announced any further since E3 2019, where there was also the EA Play event. Then in another update, we actually see that Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is now part of the Nintendo Labo VR games. And let's move on, because we have actually one more cool thing. Here's an interview with Havercan talking about breastfeeding on stream on Twitch, where it's actually caused some controversy. Now, and then as a last bit of news, actually, Zombieland Double Tap, the sequel to the 2009 horror comedy movie, is actually getting also a video game by the makers of Conduit. Developed by High Voltage Software, Double Tap Road Trip actually as it's called. It's coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch and PC on October 15th, 2019, just 2 days before the film hits theaters. This is a top-down twin-stick shooter that will allow up to 4 players to take control of the characters from the first film. And that's it for the gaming news today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. My name is Hostess, HAU5Test everywhere. Of course, on Twitter, Instagram, and so much. And of course, I'm also on thenewbite.com, so read me there as well. I'm gonna post another blog today, actually. And other than that, follow my colleagues, Emily and Daniel. Links are in the description down below. And I'll just die and see you soon. Bye-bye.